My name is Wendy Aarons-Corman. I am not your Virgin Atlantic stewardess. I am the CEO of OWIT Global. So we're looking at, the legacy systems. So there's a lot of legacy systems out there. People have made an enormous amount of investment in that. And so as they look at their investments, they say, should I replace my legacy? And by the time they replace their legacy systems, they're legacy systems. I met a guy last week. He had 72 legacy systems, and they were absolutely at a halt of what to do, right? So with the legacy systems, we're learning that the automation of new insurance products takes a lot of time. It's hard to web enable at times. The testing cycles are very long because it takes a lot of time to test everything that's in there. And then it's just a very costly undertaking, right? We all have experience with legacy systems. And we're all digitally challenged. I can't even say it. We're digitally challenged. So data transfer is becoming the means for communication. We are looking at secured encrypted channels. And all of these systems need to work together seamlessly. So legacy systems, which are having difficulty, need to bridge a gap to get to the digital ecosystem. So here's a couple of examples of industry challenges that I'll talk to. Buyers require a single view into carrier platforms. I mean, we're working with customers who have multiple back-end systems that are legacies, and they need a single view into multiple systems. And another thing is that some of these operational efficiency ideas, i.e. border-owned management, it's all manual today, right? So microservices are these small, autonomous, insurance-specific pieces that can extend the legacy system. You can take your legacy system now and be able to extend those to do other things. And when you push them together, they also create solutions. So let's think of it in terms of a recipe. When you have sugar and flour, baking soda, maybe vanilla and butter, you put those together, you might make some cookies. You can add a few other ingredients to that, and you might decide to make a cake, right? Or you can add more ingredients and make a pie. You can do whatever you want when you have your ingredients. Microservices are ingredients, okay? And I'm going to show you some examples of that. So first off, they are reusable. So they're all little pieces. Maybe I should go on to the next piece, but they're reusable, they're scalable, and they're replaceable. So in other words, when you get all the pieces together and you build a product, you can replace them at some point if you need to replace them. It's not like changing a complete legacy system. You can do a piece. There's a lower cost of maintenance. They communicate through APIs. It's a great way to expand your system. The OWIT Global Microservices catalog is building. We have a number of microservices that are available today. Those are in the blue. We are continuing to build others. If you look at the bottom, you can buy the individual microservices and use those and connect those to your systems, but you can also push them together to create solutions, right? And we also have a configurable no-code environment. It is purely no-code. It's a drag and drop, and that's how you configure your microservices. So this is a little video that we have on our social media around OWIT Global Microservices. You could use the microservices individually, i.e. rating or rules, right? But when you start to combine those microservices together, they create solutions. So here, user experience, rules, integration, and a login gives you a portal solution, right? Yeah, just a couple of examples here. Some more microservices come together, point of sale. And all of these gears or microservices are reusable. So if you license them for a project, you can reuse those for other projects. And here's our bordereau solution. And then one of the things that we always talk about is the fact the future of the digital platforms and the ecosystems. In order to connect to those eventually, you're going to need to connect to those, and microservices are going to do that. And the reason that this, I think, is a very important picture is because ultimately we just don't know what that's going to look like. So yeah, there might be an app today, no offense to the app guys, but eventually there might be an ecosystem that brings everything to one, grabs information, brings it to the user, and you have to be able to connect to those ecosystems. So we think about the future of the digital platform. The other part of microservices that we think is going to change, we believe that they're going to become more intelligent. It's going to create a frictionless workflow so that systems will be able to work together. And then, of course, data will flow through the APIs. So in this picture, this is a really good picture here, because today what we're doing is we're extending legacy systems for customer engagement, channel expansion, complementary products. In the future, we see IoT, blockchain, and new business models. And microservices will be there and ready to take on those challenges. And we have a really great team. I told you about my time at Duck Creek. Julian James in the UK, he leads our EMEA effort. He built Duck Creek over there. Ethan Whitaker, he's a great innovation guy. Again, we bought his billing system at Duck Creek, and he's building our systems for us. And then we have a couple of other guys who have deep experience in the insurance industry for what they do, our financial officer, our product officer. So microservices, they aren't going to break your bank. It's a very affordable approach to fixing problems. You can start small and then eventually expand through it. We consider this brick to be your legacy system. Let me see where I am here. So basically, you can go out and buy microservices and get your recipe pieces, if you'd like, and then you can reuse them and create new things. Or if you want, you can just go to the store and you can just buy a cake. You have to pick which one you want. So that's it.
Thank you, Wendy.